Hi, this is Steve with DECWARE. Someone asked me to come up with a top 10 list for the weakest link, which I thought was a good idea. The problem is that the weakest link varies by setup. For example, a high-end system in an untreated room will suffer most from acoustics, while a great room with a poor source will be limited by the source component. The objective is to assess your systems holistically, prioritizing improvements where the chain breaks down most noticeably. That said, by addressing these 10 areas, the average audiophile can probably elevate their listening experience significantly. Number 10, component synergy and system matching. Even high-quality components can sound bad without synergy. Mismatched impedances, gain structure, or tonal characteristics between parts can create imbalances or inefficiencies. A system lacking synergy fails to perform as a unified whole, making synergy an often subtle but impactful weak link. Number 9, turntable setup and cartridge quality. Vinyl playback requires precision, and a poorly set up turntable, misaligned cartridge, incorrect tracking force, or low quality stylus can degrade sound significantly. For audiophiles using analog sources, this is a common weak link that demands careful attention to detail. Number 8, digital to analog conversion. Quality for digital sources, the DAC converts files into analog signals, and a poor quality DAC can introduce jitter, reduce resolution, or produce unnatural sound. With digital music's prevalence, a weak DAC limits fidelity, making it a key concern for audiophiles relying on digital playback. Number 7, source component quality. The source component, whether a turntable, CD player, or digital streamer, determines the initial audio signal. A subpar source, like a turntable with tracking errors, or a low-quality digital player, bottlenecks the system's potential. Upgrading this link often yields significant improvements, making it a frequent weak link in average setups. Number 6, amplifier quality and matching. The amplifier drives the speakers and must do so cleanly and efficiently. A low quality or poorly matched amplifier can introduce distortion or fail to control the speakers properly. We view this as a pivotal component where compromises can undermine the entire chain. Even though we placed it at number 6, it is often number 1, the most critical part. Number 5, speaker placement and matching speakers. As the final step in sound reproduction, speakers depend heavily on their placement in the room and compatibility with the amplifier. Poor placement can lead to phase issues, uneven frequency response, or weak imaging, while mismatched impedance or power handling can cause distortion. This makes speaker setup a popular weak link. Number 4, cable and interconnect quality. Low-quality cables or interconnects can cause signal loss, noise, phase issues, or interference, compromising the audio before it reaches the next component. With our amplifiers especially, it is very easy to hear sound differences between cable types and brands. It's a must to explore it because often they are the weak link. Number 3, power supply quality. With simple tube amplification, unstable or noisy power can introduce unwanted artifacts into the audio signal, degrading the performance of amplifiers, preamps, and source components. Clean, stable power is essential for optimal operation. With our amplifiers, clean power can be heard as liquidity. Poor power quality is a frequent weak link in many setups. Number 2, source material quality. The quality of the recording itself sets the foundation for the audio chain. Even with high-end equipment, if a poorly mastered track or heavily compressed digital file is played, the output will reflect that limitation. Bad recordings or modern-day streams with heavy limiting restricts the potential of the entire system, making it a common bottleneck for audiophiles. Some music you like just doesn't have any dynamics, or sounds flat or lean, or all of the above. And the number 1 weak link is room acoustics. The listening environment is often the most overlooked yet critical factor in audio performance. Poor room acoustics such as excessive reverberation, standing waves, or reflections can distort sound, muddying clarity and reducing the impact of even the best equipment. Without proper treatment, the room often becomes a weak link by directly affecting how sound waves reach the listener. Because of this list, an embarrassing number of audiophiles own several components that they haven't actually heard yet. Good luck with your chain, and happy listening.